Hey everyone, thank you so much for being here today. My name is Denise. I'm also known as heywigsister on Instagram and Facebook. Today I'm here to bring you a color spotlight and a bit of a wig review. I'm here to show you Estetica Ocean in the color Iced Mocha. I would like to thank Estetica Designs for sending me this gorgeous hair so that I could bring this color spotlight to you. They just released, I have a little flyaway here, they just released 2 new styles in their coffee collection colors, and I get to show you Ocean. I'm also going to compare this to Fin, which I already have in this color, so you can see how Iced Mocha looks on a more of a relaxed wave versus a much curlier piece. And I just am so grateful to Estetica for allowing me to do this because I love this color and I was super excited to see Ocean, and I am sure that you guys are as well. So in this video we're going to talk about this color. I'm going to show it to you inside and outside. I'm going to show you Fin and compare the two. I'm also going to show you my other Oceans really quickly because this one looks just a little bit different, and I'd like you to kind of get a sense of how a wig can vary wig to wig. That will be towards the end, but I'll try to put some timestamps in here so that you can skip straight to what you want to see. Let's look at this color on Ocean from all sides. So as you're looking at this, I want you to pay attention to how these highlights are here. Estetica refers to this as a painted on technique. It is very salon-like, and they took a couple of years actually perfecting it in synthetic hair. And so you will see that this is just a slightly different type of highlighting than you typically see on wigs. It is really, really unique and interesting, and it gives it a level of realism that is really, really cool. So let's talk about this color. I'm going to pull up my brand color list and my wig index, or my brand color list and my color index, so that you can get a sense of what all of these colors are that are in this piece. For those of you that don't know, I have a website, heywigsister.com. I have a post on that website. If you, at the top, you'll see a resources section. Click on resources and it will take you to a few blog posts that I think are universal good information posts. One of those is about color. And 2 documents are attached to that. My brand color list, which is an Excel spreadsheet. I have a tab for different manufacturers at the bottom, and then I break down whatever colors I've been able to find on those, and so that you can just go straight to that and try to understand color. I also have the color index, which breaks down the actual codes. Color is super hard, and in the wig journey, it's probably one of the biggest frustrations. So let's talk about this color, Iced Mocha. I'm going to get up here, I'm going to get you a close-up look at it while I read it to you. So we've got an 8, an 18, a 26, and the root is an 8. So what do those codes mean? Let me go to that color index and we'll read them off. So an 8 is considered a light to medium chestnut brown. So that's the base color. And then you've got an 18, which is alternately known as a dark ash blonde or a lightest ash brown. So that's one of these highlights, like an ashy highlight, if you can see that. And then a 26 is a golden blonde. What does that do to this? This color is, I would say, a neutral to ashy color. It is, it does have that golden blonde in it. So it has a hint of warmth, but it's not really a warm color. I actually have Toffee Latte, which is another one of these coffee collection colors. That one is much warmer than this one. I will do a color comparison between the two in a separate video if you're on the fence between the 2 colors. I would say this one leans ashier and more neutral than toffee latte. It's just beautiful, but it's not super ashy. I think it just balances and walks that middle road line really, really well. And then it's, you know, because that base is an 8, it's not technically, I mean, you can't really tell that it's rooted because it just looks like that base of an 8 goes all through it, but it definitely is darker at the rooting, which if you are not a blonde, that allows this to be more wearable for you. It does for me because I am a brunette. Having that rooting is more realistic. It also will help if you have to blend any bio hair that may be darker. It's just gorgeous. I really love this color, and you know, Ocean has been one of my favorite longer styles for a very long time. I have 2 other Oceans, and I have one in Caramel Kiss, RT4, and I also have this Ocean, which is, I'm going to forget the color, it's R 26, 28, 30. Did I get that right, or did I mix them up? Oh, I don't even know where my container is for this, but it's the reddish one, and it has a rooting. So let's do a quick comparison of my Oceans, and then I'll show you this color on Finn so you can see how it looks different with curls. So one of the things I noticed about this Ocean was the profile is a little flatter. So Ocean, again, you can go watch my full review. I have reviewed this video. I will link it in the description. I'm sorry, I reviewed this video. I've reviewed this wig, and I will link it in the description so you can watch a full review of it. But see, just for those of you who don't know, Ocean has a deep lace front and no other monofilament, and has a fair amount of permatease up here. This one feels a little lighter on the permatease and a little less poofy, and the waves feel just slightly more relaxed. So I'm going to show you another Ocean to try to give you a sense of what I'm talking about. This one has been worn a ton. I love it, and I just pulled her out of the box, so she's probably going to be a little messy, but I don't know if you can tell, but she's just so much fuller. The permatease feels heavier, a lot heavier actually, and she feels more poofy. So what does that mean? It just means that there is variation in wigs. So if you have, and it doesn't necessarily mean that all of them are going to feel like this one, but I'm gonna maybe put my money on the fact that maybe this is just slightly less dense than this one. Maybe that's just how they've manufactured that. But that is just something I wanted to point out. I love Ocean so much, but you're going to find some variation style to style, and that's going to happen in every single wig, every single manufacturer. That happens because wigs are not mass produced like some clothing items may be. They're more of a specialty item in the sense that there are hand-tied pieces, and you're working with just kind of a different material. So now you can see, I don't know, this one just feels a little longer, and part of that I think is because it's a little flatter and a little more relaxed. So I just wanted to point out that difference, but this is mainly about the color. So let's talk about how this color looks different. So I absolutely love how the color looks on a super curly piece. I just think it is, it's spectacular on both, but there's something so special about what it does with curl. It's just really quite incredible. So let me put Finn on for you so that you can get a sense of that difference. The way that they placed the colors, and this Finn has been in the box a little bit as well, so the way they place the colors to just make those curls pop is something really special. But let me tell you what I think. If you're on the fence, or maybe you like to change up your wig styles and you're looking for sister pieces, I think these two could be great sister styles. This is the hair you wear when you want something more relaxed, more casual, a little less poofy. And on a day when you want to go for it, you want more curl, you want a little more poof, you go put Finn on. Nobody is going to know that you're wearing a wig. Because this is what would happen if this were your bio hair and you added a whole bunch of curl. It's gonna poof up a little bit and it's gonna shorten up a little bit. I honestly believe these could be confused as being the same hair. One straighter, one more curly. So if you're looking for something like that, Finn and Ocean, I think, are perfect sister styles. Just amazing. When I discovered that, I was super excited because I see those questions all the time. People asking, what are two styles that I can, interchange, a straight and a curly, so that people don't suspect that I'm wearing wigs. Maybe you're not out of the wig closet yet, but you really want to be able to change it up and you want to be able to have different hairstyles. There you go. Here's your hair on days you didn't take much time to curl it, and Finn is your hair on days you did. It's really amazing. So before we get outside, I'm going to talk about a few things that I think would be helpful to you if you get Ocean, to help you with some styling options and to care for Ocean because she is longer. Number one, because she's longer, I think you need to have some sort of a spray that's going to help you deal with tangles and how it might get frizzy at the nape. Now, I said before, I have two other Oceans and I love Ocean. I find Ocean to be extremely wearable and I do not think she tangles excessively at all. But no matter what you do, you're going to deal with tangles because of it's a longer piece. Even human hair tangles. So you're going to want to carry a wide tooth comb with you at all times. I love the John Renault wide tooth combs, but any wide tooth comb will do. They're gentler on the fibers if it's a wide tooth, and you're just going to want to comb through it regularly throughout the day. I have been messing with this Ocean. I've taken her on and off multiple times, and you can see I'm still able to run a comb through very easily. She doesn't tangle excessively. But here's the thing where she will tangle, and it's at the nape. I personally love this Simply Stylin' spray. It's one of my favorites. It has a light scent. I have heard that they carry an unscented. I've never tried that one. But what I do with a longer wig, I don't spray my wigs every day. I never have. I don't think wigs need it. And I hate to put too much product on the fibers. But I will spray the nape. So the nape, the bottom that rubs on your neck and your clothes, I will spray the nape with this every time I wear it. I will probably spray it before I wear it and when I take it off for the night. All you do is you spray a little bit at the nape, just spray, 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 and then you just comb through to make sure all the tangles are out. That is all you have to do. It will help you tremendously to avoid the tangling and fraying that you can get at the nape of a long wig. If you don't take the time to do this, you will find that you will get tangles that are almost impossible to remove at some point. And I would also probably spray the ends a little bit and just lightly spray before I comb her out because of the length of the fibers. That is how I would care for this wig. The second tip I want to give you is flyaways. I have noticed that this wig she has quite a few flyaways. Part of that is she's brand new. She hasn't been worn yet. She hasn't been able to settle. I just find straighter wigs have flyaways. That is just the name of the game. Simply Stylin' will work for that. If you spray a little bit on your fingers and just kind of run through, that will work. Another product that I recently discovered at Target, but you can get it anywhere that sells hair products, is this Aussie Miracle Curls. They also have another one that's, it's the same kind of an oil, but doesn't say curls on it. I find that this works for straight hair as well to get rid of flyaways. And what I do is I just put a little bit on my fingers, very little. It does not take much. I rub them together. It's kind of an oily product. And then I just go like this on the fibers, very gently. And I just put a little bit on the fibers to tame them. It helps a lot with flyaways. If you have a severe flyaway problem, I might then take a toothbrush and just gently comb through once I've put this on the parts that are really a flyaway. Very gently, just to the top layer. That will help to smooth those flyaways. It works amazing. This stuff works great on curly hair as well to help with frizzies, and it smells like heaven. Like literally, I just like to use it so I can smell it. It's amazing. So those are my 2 tips for caring for a longer wig, preventing tangles, preventing flyaways. My last tip for you is to invest in some claw clips. Little claw clips, they come in like every size you can think of for styling. I have a Tip Tuesday. If you go to my channel and look through my playlists, I have a Tip Tuesday playlist where I show you how you can easily de-poof a wig that's too poofy for you without cutting it. And claw clips are the solution. You can just, like lift, if you don't want to be able to see them, use a really little one, lift the top layer up, clip down. It will work great in a wefted wig because you can clip through the wefting, and then put the layer over, and then you've got a much flatter profile. So if you struggle with poof, if you're newer to wigs, or maybe you're not and you just struggle with poof, if you were to get Ocean and find her too poofy, claw clips will solve that for you. It will also help you to do styling. One of my favorite styles is to just do a simple little twist of the front, stick it back, and then clip it. That also can lower the profile. It gets the hair off your face if it's bothering you. And with these highlights, you can do that strategically to make the highlights really look cute. So that's my 3rd tip for you. This one is going to have tons of styling potential because of the length. You're going to be able to style it up off the face. You're going to be able to style it in half up, half down. Because this lace front is really good, it's going to give you a lot of those opportunities to change up the look. So that's kind of an all-in-one video. Comparison, color spotlight, just a little bit of a styling tutorial. If you want to see more on Ocean, please go to my review and check out my Tip Tuesday videos. I have a lot of tips. One of the things that I like to do with my Ocean, and I did with this one, is I put some makeup on the, look at how deep that lace front is. It's almost like a monofilament. And I put makeup on it so that the parting looks more realistic. I'm gonna do the same for this one, and then you'll really be able to see that part line. I love Estetica's monofilament parts, and even with this lace front, I think they give you enough parting space that you can really draw out that the part without having to pluck, which I love. So that's another tip for you, as you can add makeup to it, and go check out my Tip Tuesday for that. All right, you guys, I knew this one was gonna be long, but I had a lot to cover. Let's get outside so I can show you this color outside. You're going to love it. All right, let's look at Iced Mocha on Ocean outside. This one hair does not want to cooperate. Look at the beautiful nature of this color. It's just gorgeous. Now, if you're not someone who likes really dark roots comparatively to the lightness, then keep in mind this contrast is pretty extreme. But I know lots of you are going to just love it. Let's get up in the sun. You can see it's windy out here and how natural Ocean moves. Just perfectly natural, just like hair, human hair. Beautiful, beautiful color. The brown on here is pretty neutral. It's not overly warm at all. I would say this color leans neutral to ashy potentially. I don't find a ton of warmth in this one. get over against the dark here. Look at how it's just perfectly like foiled in. Just beautiful. I hope this helped you if you were really looking at this color. Have a good one.